So today we're going to talk about parent functions, and they are the most basic functions that are the building blocks of Algebra 2. So a constant function is f of x equals c, and c is just going to be some kind of number. So an example would be f of x equals 2. Remember, f of x is the same thing as y. It's just our output. You can put x, f of x, so no matter our x value, if we have -2, our y value is 2. If our x value is -1, our y value is still 2. If our x value is 3, our y value is still 2. And then we can graph it. So we're going to get a horizontal line. And that's not perfect right there. And just like that, and that is our constant. Our linear parent function, our equation is f of x or y equals x. So for our table, whatever our x is, for the parent, the f of x or y is the same thing. So if x is -2, f of x is -2. If x is 0, f of x is 0. If x is 2, f of x is 2. And then we can plot it. And it gives us a diagonal line. Absolute value, f of x or y equals the absolute value of x. So remember, for absolute value, all it does, if I take -2 and put where x is, make it positive. So 0 becomes 0, 2 stays 2. And we're going to get a V-shaped graph like that. This point here is called our vertex point, or a minimum or maximum point. It's where it changes from a decrease to an increase, or vice versa. Next, we have our quadratic. That's going to be f of x or y equals x squared. So we're going to just take our x values and we're going to square them. So if x is -2, -2 squared is 4. If x is 0, 0 squared is 0. And if x is 2, 2 squared is also 4. However, this one is going to be more of a U shape, even though it still has a vertex or turning point, similar to the absolute value. Many of our parent functions, the name kind of tells us what's inside of our equation. So for our square root, our equation is going to be f of x equals the square root of x. For this one, we're going to square root each of our x values. We do not know how to square root negative numbers, but we will learn that later this year. So our smallest number we can square root right now is 0. Square root of 0 is 0. Square root of 1 is 1. 2 doesn't square root nicely. 3 doesn't square root nicely. Those are both decimals or fractions. They're actually irrational numbers. Square root of 4 is 2. Cubic is going to be f of x or y equals x cubed. So we're going to take each of our x values and we're going to cube it or multiply it by itself 3 times. So -1 cubed is -1, 0 cubed is 0, and 1 cubed is 1. It's going to be super steep here, and then a little bit more gradual, and then really, really steep over here as well.